Good morning, America, and good morning, whomever, wherever you are on this big rock. This is Dr. Perri from the Arid Zone, offering you again some very, very serious warning. This newsletter is a very important message that I have to deliver to you today. It does not only relate to Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and Christina Perri, who lost their babies. I gave you the informations in the newsletter, and I will also elaborate in this video. But mostly is because of Thanksgiving taking place during one of my SOS to the world deadly Plutonic window. So if you have to be careful, my good friends, it is now. It is now. Okay, so understand that I do not predict anything. I'm not a psychic. I'm an astrophile. This means I use quatrain and keywords like Nostradamus used to do in the old day. Apart from that, the great prophet had to use very nebulous, a kind of a hidden type of information because he wanted to keep his head on his shoulder. You know, the French Inquisition, they didn't like people like me or Nostradamus who were reading the stars because they wanted to keep the wisdom for themselves. Remember, knowledge is power, ignorance is evil. And all that is related to God, cosmic design, to Jesus' initial cosmic ministry, speaking the soul of the 12 apostles, the 12 signs of the zodiac, reflecting the 12 months of the year, the 12 apostles, the 12 sins, the 12 jury, the 12 tribe of Israel, etc. Okay, they didn't want you to know. So this way they could control you. Yes, the politically oriented church of the old days have all those information, and so have the Illuminati. But that wisdom belongs to you, to the world. And that's why the new age of Aquarius is all about bringing this back to the light. Wake up call. And what is better than this window that dig into the past, into secrets, into metaphysics, with all the good and bad that this upcoming cosmic wind are going to do to us all. All right, so hidden secrets, sex, money come to light. Watch this type of news. I already have some collected for you. Raw power challenges police deadly villain. That means people not being happy and start to fight with the police, being killed or killing the cops. Very high probability. So if you're a cop, if you know a cop, tell them now to be very careful. It ain't going to be a normal day at the office. Okay? Many of those cops won't come back. Many people are going to die. Ugly face of death, drama, horror, surface, anything ugly. It's now over the next few days. Okay? Be careful what you do. Be careful what you say. Be aware of your environment because anything that you say or do during those windows will follow you for the rest of your life, my good friends. And I am here to guide you. Nature, man's religion, bloody folly reign. During those cosmic winds, anything and everything will happen. This is why we had a monster tornado that swept up through Texas City yesterday, causing incredible damage. The reptilians are cosmic conscious. They know about those winds. And they wait for a specific window to reach people that are doing specific endeavors. And those people are going to be at the wrong time, at the wrong place, because not only they do not know about my SOS to the world regular deadly windows, but they do not know anything about their own personal cosmic biorhythm. And that's when they play roulette, you know, Russian roulette. And that's when they die. Just be cautious, my friend. The keywords that I use are very obvious. That's why I write quatrain and I add obvious keywords so that it will help you to assimilate my information, understand those various cosmic winds and how they're going to play havoc in your life, especially knowing that the reptilians are waiting for those windows to get to you. Remember, chaos, drama, death, greed, misinformation, abuse, conspiracy, all this bull, all this stuff, all this nasty poison is what they need to survive in dark matter. Again, our infantile scientific community and 99.9 of the people watching me, or on the entire world for that matter, do not know. All these people have been indoctrinated either by religion or science. And because something is expected or something has been accepted as a reality, as a truth, doesn't mean it is. That's why I'm here, to challenge you to the extreme and make you think that what you think is not possible, such as the reality of extraterrestrials or the reality of astrology, the mother of all science, okay, is real. It is all real. And the more you listen to me, the more you watch my prediction, the more you're going to raise your own cosmic consciousness and join me in understanding God cosmic design. Because remember, the creator can only speak through the signs. He never came down, wrote no books. Man did that. He never created the Bible. All religions were created by the reptilians, stimulating the mind of all these people who wanted to manipulate. Okay, and all religion created tremendous chaos, much more than COVID-19, and will kill many more people in the name of ignorance. The new age of Aquarius is promising a brand new awakening, a brand new energy, a brand new awareness. And as we connect with God cosmic design and our interstellar brothers, that's what is in the future. So let's look at what the news, the dramatic news are about that are already collected in the newsletter that you must read once you're done watching me. US report highest single-day death toll since May. And they even expect harder, very more deadly next few weeks. I told you, my good friend, the dance of evil, the reptilian dance of evil is going to get much worse. If you've been watching my videos, I wish I had better news for you, but you cannot kill the messengers because I'm warning you, okay? If all humanity were thinking positive, knowing the future is the reincarnation of the thought, if humanity wanted to raise its own vibration into love, light, integrity, beauty, education, knowledge, all this nightmare will not exist. And that is the promises of what's awaiting us with the new age of Aquarius. Once humanity becomes cosmic conscious and realize the future is nothing else than the reincarnation of our thoughts combined together. So the reptilians have to maintain negativity, chaos, fear, death, damage. They have to maintain that so they can feed like fleas on a dog, okay? They can feed on our fears with the negative thoughts. Without us being negative, they cannot be in our solar system. But humanity has not yet realized this phenomenon. You will in time. So is the bad news, so be prepared. What else do we have? Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, revealed she had a miscarriage. Okay, secret to light death new. I elaborate to why she has lost a child, okay? And why also Perri, Christina Perri lost a child. I will elaborate I did elaborate in this newsletter, so read it. I will give you more information as we go along, but maybe you assimilate better because you're not audible, which means you don't learn listening, you learn reading. That's why I do both, okay? So that can reach you. What else do we have? How Ketchum, country music artist, dies at 67 after battle with dementia. Dementia is nothing else than a reptilian infestation. Again, drugs, alcohol, famous lifestyle, like all these people, rich and famous, is unhealthy. It's not natural. It's a perfect red carpet for the reptilians to get to you. Then you're going to be forced to use legal drugs because you have been using illegal drugs for long, or alcohol, and then you become victimized by those entities that have finally hijacked your body, your mind, and your soul. Now you become part of the darkness. All that I'm trying to avoid you to become. part of the darkness, the evil, the negativity, Satan. Remember, positive, negative, the day, the night, up and down, black and white, God, devil, the yin and yang. Become aware, stay with the light, stay with the light. And you got so much more to gain if you can raise your vibration into the Draconis, feeding us with the forces of the sun, gold, love, light, respect, integrity, knowledge. You'll get it, you'll get it. That's why I repeat myself quite a lot. Bill Murray, brother head who inspired Cadillac, died. Famous death. Second, Diego Maradona died at 60 years old. Famous death. The chances are, working so hard in sport, I think he was a soccer player or something like that, you put a lot of stress on your heart. Okay, it's like a car. You're going to abuse your car and start to drive it like crazy everywhere. Well, it's going to have a problem sooner. You don't put too much stress on your car. That's why you have highway mileage, or in the city, it's different. Or every motion, every moving part gets used faster. Same as the human body. Imagine what Schwarzenegger has to do, okay, for years, pumping this big, huge muscle and taking all sorts of chemicals so that he can become like a monster and then get successful. But he is a Leo. He is ruled by the sun. He has much more energy, much more light and life than you have. If you're a different sign, you ain't going to make it. You'll die before of a heart attack because you put too much stress on your ticker. And that's why a lot of people use technology, thanks to the Draconis, stimulating the mind of our scientists to create such a technology that will allow you to survive a heart attack. What else do we have? DOJ sets to execute 5 federal prisoners before Inauguration Day. Death news. COVID rips through nursing homes, killing dozens of veterans. Death news. Texas man killed in suspect murder-suicide over relationship with same woman. Death news. Remember, in the eternal battle between emotions and logic, okay, emotion will always win and you will always lose. That's what it is, especially during this window. Emotion is going to be raised to the top. So you're going to go crazy. You're going to get killed, or you're going to be killing somebody. Control yourself. Understand the reptilians are now on their ground of their deadly ground, and you become much more vulnerable. That's why it's so important for you to share my work and help me save a precious life, especially police officers. Many of them will make it. I hope I won't have to post the proof of my predictions through a terrorist attack or another crazy lunatic killing people out there. But be ready, because it is now. It is now. And if you have watched me, or if you don't know, Google Dr. Perri FBI. I gave exact date of terrorist attack, like I'm doing with you today, directly to the FBI in France and in New York. And when I got 4 freaking FBI agents knocking at my door, thinking that I was a sleeping cell, how do I know all that? And you can know too. That's the beauty of becoming a VIP, being prepared. So this way, when comes a holiday, oh, wow, maybe I should stay home, or maybe I should avoid, I would wait for those cosmic winds to pass. Oh, life doesn't stop. The cosmic winds will be there for the rest of your life. The idea is to be aware of it. So you can apply your will, or the part of God in you, which is so much more stronger. But if you don't know, you are nothing else than a peon of your stars, which are going to be manipulated by the reptilians, and bye-bye. Happens all the time. What else do we have? Texas man ensnared in multi-million dollars COVID mask scam. Okay, secret to light, supreme wealth. It's there on the quadrant and keywords. Portland police announces 4 arrests in human sex trafficking scheme involving child sex. Again, this is absolutely unbelievable. If you do not see that this energy is all about death and drama, and in secret to come to light, if you don't get your wake-up call during this type of windows, and you see the next few days that comes to you, okay, then you cannot be saved, period. You're not smart enough. You don't have the mental potential to realize and accept the reality that I represent. All right. Now, remember, this article will be updated regularly with what is coming. So come back to read and realize, well, Dr. Tree was right. He proved this claim again. Again, there is possibility for large earthquake at 06.0 as predicted in my latest radio show with Tracy. Right at the top of the newsletter, this 2-hour show, you need to watch it. There is a lot of interesting information that you may want to digest. Okay, if you got nothing to do, or if you have something to do, take the time. Believe me, it'd be worth for you to listen to that show, because we did a good job, and I did a good job for you. So go and enjoy it and share it, of course, like always. Okay, now what do we have? In reference to Christina Perri. Okay, that beautiful girl loaded with tattoos, very, very famous, very young, sad enough, absolutely no cosmic consciousness, much like any of these very famous kids out there who have no idea that their lifestyle is poisoning their body, their mind, and their soul, and it'll be very difficult for them to produce a child. Now, Christina was a Leo. Remember Leo, Schwarzenegger, Clinton, Obama, Madonna, Michael Jackson, all those famous people born in August. Okay, they have the stage. They have the stage. Okay, so there we go. We have a Leo. Okay, so having a child is very important for Leos. That's why they like animals, cats, dogs, and horses. They got to have love. Without love, life of a Leo means nothing. The stage is important. They are set by God to reach that stage. But the challenge will be to be very careful. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is she was born in August, so she's the queen of the zodiac, and she was born with Saturn, which is called the Great Malefic. Okay, the most negative planet you can get. She is located in the sign of Sagittarius, which happens to be a fifth house. The fifth house is the house of love, romance, creativity, and children. This is where a man will create a business and a woman will create a business, or a child. That is the fifth house. And when you have Saturn in there, the Great Malefic, wow, or you're lucky if you're going to have a child, especially if you use legal or illegal drugs, and if your lifestyle is putting too much stress on you, and you open up to the reptilians. Okay, if you open to the reptilians and you manage to have a child, well, it'll be part of these gays and lesbian crowds. Okay, again, remember, the reptilians want trouble. They want to make sure you hate those people. They don't want you to think these people are normal or human being with the same blood than you, the same feeling than you. They want you to believe they need to be killed. They need to be hated. Okay. But that is so wrong. That is the purpose of the reptilians, to create chaos, abnormality, a bunch of birth disease, which are not yet understood by our infantile scientific community. All right, so read the detail. And she's not the only one. I mean, Miley Cyrus, okay? Miley Cyrus, she says she fell off during the pandemic, and now she is sober. She's a Scorpio, for God's sake. Scorpio, the sign of sex, the sign of magnetism. There is no middle ground for Scorpio. It's black or white. It's exaggeration to all sides. That's why this little girl from the Disney Channel, innocent, surprised a lot of people, because she's a sex symbol. She's a Scorpio. The most powerful, the most magnetic, the most unbelievably powerful sign of the zodiac. It's all about sex, and you wonder why she's all about, sexuality, sensuality. She's a Scorpio, okay? And with the tail of the dragon moving in Scorpio, be careful. If you have the moon, the rising, if you have a dragon natal hidden in the sign with the upcoming dragon, scorpionic dragon, now you're taking the chance. So you better find out what's going on with you, okay? So that you may save your life, or the one of those you care, by understanding where the dragon is, where it's going to affect you, and where the reptilians are going to get to your butt. All right. Now, okay, are you going to say about Leo? Leo is supposed to have fame. Well, count 10 from November. November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, 10th house of career, the public standing. Oh, Scorpio becomes Leo in their 10th house of career. That's why they reach fame as easily as a Leo. Wherever you have Leo in your chart, that's where God wants you to explore the light, find the light, promote the light, and do something for children. Wherever you have Scorpio, this is where death, drama, sex will enter your life. And that's where you're going to be extreme. Okay, so let's go back to Meghan now, okay? Do you think it's an accident for the Duchess, okay, to be also a Leo? No, she's a Leo, okay? So she was thrown to the king, to the queen, to the royals. And guess what? Guess what? Another beautiful woman, okay, that died in Paris in a car crash. Okay, Princess Diana. She was born with the head of the dragon in Leo. That's why these people have brought the light line to fame, to power, to the stage. Okay, and remember, in nature, the male lion kills the babies. Okay, just think for a second. She is a Leo, and in the 5th house of love, romance, creativity, and children, now she happens to have Neptune, the planet who regulates poisoning, drugs, alcohol. And she's a very fussy person. I don't think she would drink herself crazy or take drugs. No, maybe the opposite. That makes her very vulnerable to any prescriptions that she might get behind the counter. You know, and the reptilius knows about her chart. All the reptilius are cosmic caches. So let's create a child which is abnormal, gay, lesbian, God knows what, with Down syndrome or any of these nasty diseases that those kids are suffering nowadays. Okay, and then let's make life misery for these people, because we need them to be sad. We need them to lose their child. We need them to have autistic children. So all their life is misery, and they cry and they wonder why. They hate God. They don't understand. That is the problem. So I'm giving you some values, some information about why those two ladies born in August in their 5th house of creativity, where they created children, they have a nasty planet in there that induce, they open the door literally to the reptilians to either stop the gestation, stop the pregnancy, or if the pregnancy comes to term, this child will be abnormal to the eyes of others, which is actually normal. There's nothing wrong with gays and lesbians, okay? Absolutely not. They're smart, very smart. They're creative, they are human beings. As I said earlier, they have the same blood than you, and they cannot be judged or destroyed or thought as subhumans because they've been infected by the reptilians. That's why all the young mothers should know to be very careful. They should know they are stars. They should know if they are prone to an infestation. You know, I talked about this universal infestation many years ago, and it's right now in your face with COVID-19, which should be over by early 2022, by the way. So we have a little bit longer to go. As always, my good friend, go to Divine Astrology, my latest movie, which is doing again phenomenal well. Surprise, I got tons of 5 stars. There is another movie where I will be teaching on the Amazon Prime what is a reading all about, and I will perform a reading with the producer. You're gonna like this one too. Go back to the Alien movie that I did, and give me some stars, give me some feedback. Of course, there is a bunch of subhuman, a bunch of infected souls who are jealous, envious, insecure, who cannot realize that the incredible is real, who just have an inborn inferiority or insecurity complex that they don't like Dr. Cherry. But this is life. You cannot please everybody. But the vast majority of you are supporting my work. And for that, I'm thanking you so much, my good friends, so much. So, as always, we're going to check up the energy of this window, okay? Anytime I'm going to ask Draco. This is the entity, the positive, progressive extraterrestrial that entered my life in 2012 during a solar eclipse in June. And this entity has allowed me to make incredible prediction and stimulate my perception to the extreme, which sometimes can be a curse for people who cannot reach. And it saddened me because the Alien movie was made for them. And the astrology is made for those who want to understand God cosmic design and Jesus initial cosmic ministry. So here we go. Here goes those cards. Again, I want to make sure that you know, okay, that I'm not cheating. There is no cheating with Dr. Cherry. Dr. Cherry is real in so many ways. So here you go. I pick a card. Here, I don't look. Okay. I'm going to pick this one. Here you go. Let's see what the energy is all about. All right. We have the Chariot. This is you, okay? This is you. That was the energy. You're in charge. Now you have two horses. You have the positive horses, the Draconis, love, light, integrity, knowledge, wisdom, happiness, joy, okay? The positive thinking process. And then you have the Reptilius, negativity, fear, obsession, greed, lies, manipulation, conspiracy, all the poison, okay? So here you are. You're in charge. You're the king. You can make that window a crossroad for you where you can go in the right direction, or if not, succumb and slave for the Reptilians and become a part of the darkness for eternity. That is my message to you, my good friend. So, Samuel story, okay? I want to thank you, all of you. Same story. Again, yeah, wear your mask, keep your distance, okay? Don't be afraid of COVID-19, wash your hands, do the right thing. And remember, this nasty window will kill a lot of people. If it's not in the next 3 days, it'll be in the next 3 months. And that's why it's so critical that not only you share my work, but you also promote my work. If you know somebody who has a TV show or a radio show, even though that I'm in demand, we need some big sharks. We need some big things, knowing that Coast to Coast is now, forgetting Dr. Cherry because they don't like the truth. And they promote false prophets like John Hogg. So again, my friends, here we are. So show your support and thanks again, and be very careful during this window, okay? God bless all of you. Bye-bye.